Hey there, welcome to Dealmakers Decoded. This is a series featuring the top deal makers and their top tip to help you close more deals faster. I'm Chris Alto, head of sales at Rock Advisor, and today we have Dan Giovacchini from General Catalyst Partners.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me on. I'm Dan, or people call me Gio. I'm a principal at General Catalyst and excited to be on the show.
What's one quick tip you want to share with other salespeople, deal makers out there that you've found to help you be successful?
I think the number one problem with sales today in really any field, whether it's tech sales or investing or traditional food and beverage sales, is the problem is that everybody thinks of it more as a gunfight and how can we add more firepower to the conversation? How can I throw more value prop, more competitive differentiation? How can I just explain more about what our product is or what we do? But really where the best thing you can do is get out of the office and be personal and actually not talk about what you're trying to sell. So the more you can develop a relationship with people, open up, be vulnerable about yourself. If you bring your walls down, other people will bring their walls down, and then really listen to what they have to say. And then you can have a real conversation about what you're trying to sell.
So is there anything specifically that you do? Like, do you do dinners or do you go out like coffees? What does that look like?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think everything's fair game as long as it's not in the office. So it's like the farther away you can get from regular business context, the better. So dinners are great, especially if you can bring in other people, other interesting people that'd be helpful for whoever your contact is that you're trying to sell or just trying to put a group of interesting people together and then the more casual the context, a ball game, a bar, whatever it might be. The more people get to know you, the more they trust you, and the better dialogue you're going to have.
Great. Is there anything specifically, any times that you've used that and you found that to help you win a deal over like a competitor?
VC deal processes can get pretty competitive, and as much as possible, we try and do things that are non-traditional. So get out to dinner and talk about personal stuff as soon as we can. In-person visits, in-person time at the offices, and then really just getting to know people for who they are as people and not just for their businesses.
Awesome. So big relationship business and venture capital.
It definitely is. The more you put into it, the more dividends it pays over time, and it definitely takes time. It takes effort, and it's not totally logical or totally intuitive to sort of not talk about what you're trying to sell or not talk about what you're trying to do. But over time, it'll help you.
Sweet. Well, thanks a lot for coming on, Dan. That was really helpful. Next week, we'll have Katie Morrissey at Wistia telling us a little bit about video and how that can help your sales process. Thanks again for tuning in. Feel free to subscribe and get these right to your inbox. And Dan, thanks again. Look forward to staying in touch and see y'all next week.
Thanks, Chris. It was awesome.